Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and we have had so many amazing guests on the show that I love their lives. We have never had somebody like this on the show. Matt Wright is the star of Monster Croc Wrangler. What? You go and you wrestle down these crocs?
Yeah, so we've got a big population of crocodiles in Australia, and my job is pretty much to go and catch any of the big crocs that are causing a problem. They want to eat people, they're eating livestock, they're causing danger to tourists coming through. So we go in there and we catch them, we put them into a different area, or we take them out of that where they're going to.
I've got to ask though, what was the first croc you ever wrangled, and when did you decide, yes, this is what I'm going to do? Yeah.
This looks like a career.
This is a career.
Right, let's go for this.
It didn't start with crocodiles, it's just started with wildlife in general. I was, as far back as I can remember, I was catching deadly snakes. I brought snakes home to Mum and they got loose in the house. Mum hated me for it.
Oh my gosh.
But I had such a connection with wildlife and I loved it. And so it just grew and grew, and then I got a job catching crocs when I went up to the northern part of Australia.
Wow, but you're on episode 400 and something, right? So you've got to have some accidents along the way.
We've had quite a few close calls. I broke my ankle last year. I thought I snapped my neck a few years ago. But we do have some close calls. I've never been actually chewed or bitten, luckily.
Wow.
Yeah, you haven't been eaten yet. It's a good thing.
Yes, yeah.
Successful day.
Yeah. Both legs are real, both arms are real. Yeah.
Where do you think you get this sense of adventure and zest for life? I mean, you're also chopper pilot, jumping out of planes. Where did you get this?
Loved adventure, loved everything about it, and just living life as a kid. And it just grew and grew and grew, and just hated wasting time. And if I was wasting time, I was getting bored, and it was always the next adventure or try something different. And
So now you're in Hollywood. This is a whole other adventure.
Yeah,
this
true.
is crazy
this
town.
this is one hell of an adventure.
So how did this turn into a TV show? Tell us a little bit about that journey, because it's interesting, I think.
Well, everything I was doing up north, my family, my friends, they didn't have any idea of what I was up to. And we were flying choppers and we're catching these sort of 1,000-kilo bulls, a feral bull.
Those little guys.
Yeah. So, and we'd be roping them, and we're sort of cleaning up the cattle stations just like you do ranches. And then we'd be doing that, and then I'd also be catching the crocs to move them out of areas where they're causing havoc. And so we had all this stuff going on, but no one knew what I was doing down home. So I decided to pick up a camera, filmed it, and I still cringe looking back at the first shows. It was like, "G'day guys, Matt Wright here."
Right? Everyone sees a produced thing. They didn't see what it took, everything to get there. And now you're Grace Ellen and all kinds of things, right? So tell us a little bit about all the partnerships you're up to.
Well, we come over here probably 3 times a year to promote everything that we're doing back in Australia. We're in 160 countries, I think, now.
Wow.
With National Geographic, and it's going really well. Season 4, and I think when we get back, we'll be filming season 5.
So you say any animal, anytime, anywhere. What has been the hardest animal to wrangle and relocate?
I think I was in Borneo catching elephants, the smaller elephants over there.
Oh, they're dangerous.
And
In Borneo, catching elephants.
Yeah. So we're over there. I was actually helping the guys work out how to catch their crocs and manage the crocodile situation. They took me out to do the elephant side of things. And in this time, we had massive monsoons, big downpours. So getting out there, it was so slippery, and we're trying to catch these elephants and move them into a safe haven, a fenced forestry area, because the palm oil plantation over there is just taken over the country. So we're sort of relocating the elephants. And
do you ever relocate them into your home? Because I feel like you might all of a sudden have a connection with one. You'd be like, oh, this baby elephant. I feel like it should be mine.
Oh, baby elephants are so cute.
So cute.
Yeah.
And they're lucky.
Don't worry, I'd love one of those.
But the moms are really dangerous. I went on safari in Africa, and actually, out of all the animals, the mother elephants were really scary.
Yeah. Well, they're protecting their young.
Yeah.
Even driving, trying to drive around them. I was just Africa a few weeks ago with my wife, and the mothers do protect their young.
So
quite
interesting.
fiercely.
You're also a conservationist. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I've grown up with wildlife and conservation, and looking after wildlife, looking after the environment. We put so much emphasis on building the human race and everything, and we waste so much that we sort of forget about where we come from. The world's only one spot, and we're depleting that so quickly. We're killing everything so quickly, and everything's about progress and production. So I like to try and keep a balance in it, and getting back to the bush is sort of quite grounding.
Yeah.
Getting back to the bush.
Right?
I get grounded out there in the bush with the crocodiles. Very grounding and at peace. I'm meditating out there. In fact.
Yeah.
So do you think it's just crazy here? Like, do you come to LA and you're like, these people are whack? I mean, compared to the bush to here, like, what's that like?
Do you prefer the wildlife or the people in LA?
Yeah, it's the same thing. These animals around here.
Yeah,
I'll tell ya.
I'd definitely prefer the bush. It's peace of mind out there. It's quiet. There's no traffic.
Yeah.
I can jump in the chopper. I can fly where I need to go.
Yeah.
It's freedom, and in big cities, and it doesn't matter if it's LA or Sydney or Melbourne. You sort of get a bit claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So Matt, what's next for you? What are you most excited about?
We've got a few things on our plate. We've got a few more shows that we're kicking off. Definitely Monster Croc Wrangler will be in season 5. I've got a little baby boy due in about 10 days that I have to get.
Congratulations!
Yes.
The name picked out, you don't have to share it.
Yeah, well, I want Tarzan, but my wife.
Of course you do. Wouldn't expect nothing less.
That's hilarious.
Well, my wife wants Banjo, which is a beautiful Australian name, a poet called Banjo Patterson. So we're sort of naming him after that. And yeah, so really exciting. I've just got to get home and get the baby room ready. Get the snakes out of the house.
That's so good.
Wow.
Amazing. Well, tell everybody where they can find and follow your amazing journey.
So Nat Geo Wild is coming to air, I think it's the 4th of August over here in America. So that's pretty exciting. They'll be kicking off then. And Instagram, just Matt Wright. So
Love it.
check that out.
With
Thank
W.
you so much.
Yes, W. Yeah,
Love it.
thanks guys. Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Stay tuned.
brother.
We'll be back
Appreciate
tomorrow.
it.
Good morning, La La Land.